What's going on YouTube? I'm on a quick little break. I wanted to make a video on my experience for my first week of trucking. So I hope this helps for those of you who are recent grads or soon to be recent grads. My main goal for this video is to give you, some tips that can help you along your first year, maybe even throughout your career. But give you some details that I think you should be aware of, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything that I've experienced, and things that I wish I've known. So I'm gonna keep it short because my phone's about to die. I went to Smith and Solomon. I graduated in April. It's now May, and I got my first job. I'm in the Philadelphia area. There's a ton of trucking jobs in the area. There's no need for me to tell you which company specifically I'm with. But yeah, you can definitely get a job without too much experience. Now here's the thing. There are going to be some things that you're going to need. Not every company provides you with a GPS. So I know you may think about the garments and stuff. You can go on Best Buy and Amazon, but you might as well just buy a used one, because depending on your route, you might be familiar with it or not. If you're local or OTR, you may get familiar with the route, so you may not need it as much. There's no need to spend $400 or $500 on a GPS when you can get it for like $40, $20 on the Facebook market. So buy one used if I were you. Gloves. Get you a shit ton of pair of gloves. I got these from the dollar store. You're gonna need that. Also, be ready to buy lots of water. All right, to keep with you on the truck. Food. You don't want to eat too much, and I'm gonna get into that later. But for right now, that flashlight. So when you do your inspections, right now I got this. It gets the job done, but it's not as bright as I would like. So I do plan on getting another one. Get you a mallet, so you can bang your tires, make sure they properly inflated. And also a CB. Not everybody has, not every company provides you with one, so you might need to get one. I got this one for like $40 off of Amazon. All right, so those are going to be the things and a pen. Get a bunch of pens and shit. But yeah, those are going to be the things that you need for the most part. You can also include, trash bag, because your trucks get messy. Some tape, just in case there's something loose that you can just tape up, shit like that. But yeah, next would be what I think the most important is the lifestyle. Now, first things first, a lot of people think that they got to do OTR fresh out of school. I'm telling you now, depending on where you at, what city you're around, you don't have to start off with OTR. That's like a myth. Now, there's always going to be an OTR job available. So unless you want to do OTR, I won't recommend jumping straight to OTR, because the lifestyle just from doing local is crazy. I can only imagine what OTR is like. Now, on the lifestyle part, I thought I was prepared for this, like the 12-hour shifts and shit, but I really wasn't. They don't really tell you what it's like, because I thought, all right, I did 12-hour shifts before at other jobs, and I was able to manage just fine. They don't really tell you what it's really, really like. Typically, if I'm lucky, I can get done in 11 hours. But for the most part, it's 12-hour shifts. For real, they want me to do 14 because I'm local, and it's not as far as the OTR jobs where I'm allowed to. The 14-hour rule don't really apply to me, but like they want you to do at least 12 hours, at least at this company. I don't get paid hourly. I get paid by like the load, but again, I'm out 12 hours of the day. And what that's been like for me is I'll come home tired of shit and not really want to go to the gym. Now, as you notice on my channel, I make beats. I sell beats or whatever. And since the trucking started, I haven't been able to really be on my beats every single day like I used to. So you just know that if you're doing something like a side hobby or a side job, or if you got other things that you like gymming and shit, like going to the gym, working out, whatever it is, you actually have to have a plan on when you're going to do it. And what I mean by plan, a schedule. Time management is going to be key if you're going to be a truck driver, all right? Because I'm going to be honest, bro, When you are on the road 12 hours out the day, when you come home, depending on how far your commute is, you may not have enough time to even get some sleep in. You feel me? Like, my commute to work is a 48-hour drive every day, and I'm paying tolls. So for real, that's 12 hours for the shift, and pretty much an additional 2, 1 hour to get there, 1 hour to get back. That's 14 hours out of a 24-hour day. You only got 24 hours. So please be prepared to manage your time and stick to it. It's going to be tough, especially if you got side hobbies. Now, fitness, fellas, ladies, I'm trying to tell you, when you sitting down for 12 hours out the day, you're not moving, you're not burning calories. You're just steady. Like, all the fucking calories is just sitting on you. And as truckers, you got a tendency to eat snacks all the fucking time. It's filled with calories, just empty calories. Like, you gotta be prepared to not eat. I'm trying to tell you, like, yeah, you can have your coffee, you can have your breakfast and shit like that, but you gotta be ready to not fucking eat anything, or at least as much as you were used to, because back then your body was able to burn off some of them calories to keep you a little bit lean. And by the time you get off work, you're not gonna feel like going to the gym. It's good if you do go to the gym, but again, you're not gonna feel like it. So what I suggest is tracking. My fault, I get like this little twitch. It happened ever since football. But what I suggest is tracking your calories. All right, MyFitnessPal, Lose It, whatever app you can get, track your calories. Maybe your food doesn't have a barcode for you to scan. Well, take a little estimate. You feel me? Like, you're not always gonna be too perfect, but if you can't scan it, make an estimate. All right. So that's another thing. Like, I definitely put on some weight. I haven't been in the gym like I used to. I used to go to the gym all the time. That's something that you gotta be prepared for. So since I started noticing that change, like, I cut how much I eat. I've tracked my calories, and no, you're not gonna get away with not tracking your calories. All right, you have to track your calories, because you may think, all right, damn, I'm only eating 2,000 calories, 1,500 calories, when in reality you're eating 2,500, 3,000, or even more. All right, track your calories. Manual transmissions. Look, this is more for those who are about to take the test, but even those who, I guess, took the test, don't get any restrictions on your license. I hate to break it to you. I know everybody in class would tell you, oh, you don't need the manual. Most jobs are automatics anyway. Yeah, that's bullshit. It's still a lot of trucking companies that's manual transmission. I got a manual right here. Good thing I ain't get that fucking restriction either. And quite frankly, they not trying to put a new driver in a banging ass truck. That's just not gonna happen. So if you got the restriction, get that bitch lifted. Do whatever you gotta do to get that bitch lifted. If you gotta retake it, fine. Just do it. It's worth it in the end, because you're that more available. Another thing, like what driving is like on the road. In my school, they made us use the clutch to shift. This company that I'm with, they don't even want me touching the clutch. So, like, if you can watch some videos on floating gears and shit, it's actually real simple. It's actually better than using the clutch. I can't believe they made us use the fucking clutch in the first place, but if you learn how to float them fucking gears, you're gonna need it. Inspections and shit. Do your inspections. Be prepared that blowouts happen. That's just a part of the job, unfortunately. All right, blowouts happen, so do your inspection. Okay, I know that rhymes. Just do it. Even if it's a little quick joint where you just look and see if the leaf springs are shifted, if the U-bolts is loose. Just a little quick joint. That's better than nothing. For me, if the lug nuts is loose, always check your oil though. Don't play around with that. Always check your oil. But do your inspections, man. Even if it's a little cheap joint where you do it real quick, just bang it out. It's better than nothing. All right. But what driving is like on the road, when you hauling 80,000 pounds, braking is definitely different. I know they say there's more traction when you got a loaded trailer, meaning like it's easier to stop a truck with a loaded trailer. That's bullshit. I don't care what anybody say. Oh, it's more weight, it's more friction. Fuck all that. I've driven this truck way better when it's empty than when it's loaded. So please give yourself room to stop. And understand that the cars, aka the four-wheelers that's going to be driving around you, they don't give a fuck about you either. So when you on a highway and they got a yield sign, they not yielding. So be prepared for that. All right, when you at a light and that shit is a stale green light, be prepared to stop. All right, stop signs. Oh man, stop signs and green lights are the worst because they change on you. Sometimes you got to restart. If you in the manual, you understand that. But the point that I'm trying to make is get familiar with your gears. Get familiar with your speed. Get ready to control the shit out of your truck more than ever before, more than how you was in class, all right? Because when you got 80,000 pounds, that bitch ain't coming to a complete stop. I'm not trying to scare you, but that's just the way it is, all right? Another thing, when you go on Indeed and shit and you start looking for jobs and whatnot, the normal person will be like CDL A jobs and shit like that. That's what I did, right? And yeah, it worked, but now that I have more experience, I know little words that you can type in that, you know, that can also increase your chances. Dump trucks. Quite frankly, I like these dump trucks better. I drive a dump truck. I like these dump trucks better than the actual like freight type drones. You feel me? Because it's really not that long, and I don't know. I like it a little bit better. I'm not hauling like specific products. I'm hauling like sand and shit or whatever, but type in dump trucks, and guess what? You don't even really need a class A for a dump truck. Now, I got a dump truck trailer, so you do, but there's so many dump trucks, and all you need is a B. So definitely look into that. So I got to get going. My phone is probably about to die right now. We went over the types of jobs you can get. It's a bunch. For those of you who got like records and shit, like felonies and DUIs, comment down below if you want me to make a video on that. I got some gems for y'all in that regard as well. But yeah, man, so be prepared for a complete change, man. If you can get a high paying job that's doing 8 hours, hey, congratulations, man. That's my plan in the future. But yeah, man, you're gonna be doing some hours. Be prepared for that, all right? Time management is key if you want to make it. And don't be stuffing your face in the truck, man, because you're going to get fat as shit. I promise you. That is no bull. You can eat up a lot. Water is going to suppress that appetite, and it's going to keep you hydrated, all right? So if anything, you need to be buying cases on cases on cases, all right? Also, get you a folder and a clipboard for your paperwork, all right? But yeah, man, like the video, comment down below. Again, I wish you guys nothing but safety and success, man. All right, peace.